Southeast Asia is made up of 11 nations with a great diversity of religion, culture, and history: Brunei, Burma, Myanmar, Cambodia, Timor Leste, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. Economically, it is also one of the most dynamic areas, contributing greatly to its rising worldwide significance. GMT+8 are the universal time zone used in all countries. Southeast Asia is one of the world's greatest holiday places, famed for its picturesque islands, endless beaches, and diversity of resorts, scrumptious cuisine, top-notch restaurants, and diverse cultures. Southeast Asia gets warm weather all year round because to its closeness to the equator, with daily average midday temperatures of 30 degrees Celsius (86 degrees Fahrenheit). There are normally two seasons, rainy and dry. Almost 20,000 islands in the Pacific and Indian Oceans are part of Southeast Asia. On its own, Indonesia is home to around 13,500 islands. On the Malaysian side, northeast of the island of Borneo in Southeast Asia, between the states of Sarawak and Sabah, sits the small, autonomous, and oil-rich Brunei. With the nation's better level of living and longer life expectancy, 75.93 years on average as of 2020, than many of its neighbors in Southeast Asia, Brunei Darussalam's appellation, meaning abode of peace, is typically true. In Brunei, homosexuality is currently a criminal with a 10-year jail term. It was stated that the sentence will be death by stoning in 2019. Although it differs from the Bahasa Malay spoken in Malaysia, Brunei's official language is Malay. Brunei also has Chinese and English speakers. In business, English is extensively spoken and understood. The 39th biggest country in the world, Myanmar is the largest on the continent of Southeast Asia. Bordered by Bangladesh, Laos, Thailand, and China, it has a beachfront along both the Bay of Bengal and the Andaman Sea. Before 1989, the nation was known as Burma. Together with Liberia and the US, Myanmar is one of only 3 nations in the world that do not utilize the metric system. More than 100 distinct ethnic groups may be found in Myanmar. The core and soul of Cambodia, Angkor Wat, is the biggest religious complex in the world and is on the World Heritage List. Mid-April each year sees the finish of the harvest season and the celebration of Cambodia's New Year, or Chol Chunam Thomi in Khmer. In Cambodia, this is the most important holiday of the year. In Cambodia, a Buddhist nation, the feet are regarded as the least sacred region of the body, and the top of the head the most sacred. Southeast Asia's largest saltwater lake is called Tunnel Sap, which translates to Great Lake. There are 212 species of animals living in Cambodia's naturally diversified forests, including Asian elephants, tigers, tiger cats, sun bears, gibbons, and deer, among others. As Timor is derived from the Indonesian and Malay phrase Timur, which means east, and Leste, which is the Portuguese word for east, the country's name translates as Eastern East. One of the earliest areas of modern human activity in the area, according to the archaeological evidence unearthed in East Timor, the region has been inhabited for at least 42,000 years. The most biodiverse streams on Earth may be found in East Timor. In Indonesia is located between the Pacific and Indian Oceans in Southeast Asia. There are 34 provinces in the archipelago, with Jakarta serving as the capital. The Indonesian archipelago consists of more than 17,000 islands, of which less than one-third are inhabited. The Indonesian islands span more than 5,000 kilometers in total. Islam is the most common religion in Indonesia. However, religious customs vary from island to island. In Bali, for example, the majority of people are Hindus. The term Indonesia is derived from the Latin name Indus, which refers to land next to the Indus River, and the Greek word Nisos, which means island. Southeast Asia's lone landlocked nation is Laos. It is believed to be the most bombarded country, with a large number of those bombs lingering unexploded in rural areas. Language relations between speakers of Thai and Lao make mutual understanding possible. Because of the abundance of minerals in its mountains, Laos has been a mining nation since the 11th century. Gold, sapphires, amethyst, aquamarine, marble, slate, rock salt, and granite are among the minerals found. Lao silk is completely hand-woven, setting it apart from its neighbors. Since the designs and the weaving method employed differ from family to family, these are genuinely unique. Under Malaysia's unusual rotating monarchy system, 9 ethnic Malay state leaders take turns ruling as the country's king, with a 5-year reign. One of Malaysia's previous names, Aurea Chersonesus, means the Peninsula of Gold. In his book, Geographia, the Greco-Roman geographer Ptolemy, who lived about 150 CE, introduced this phrase. Malaysia is the only country in the world with territory on both the continent of Southeast Asia and the islands that separate Asia from Oceania. The Sultanate of Kedah, which was established in the Malay Peninsula in 1136 CE, is one of the oldest sultanates in history. One of the world's greatest populations of king cobras is found in Malaysia. The Philippines is the only predominantly Christian nation in Asia. 86% of Filipinos identify as Roman Catholics, despite the fact that many of their neighbors in Southeast Asia are Buddhists. Two of the fruits that are grown most commonly in the Philippines are mangoes and coconuts. There are also an abundance of bananas, papayas, pineapples, mangosteens, and watermelons. 3 of the world's 10 largest shopping malls are located in the Philippines. The world's top exporter of nurses is the Philippines. Due in part to the limited job opportunities in the nation, a large number of residents search for employment outside. Singapore is one of the 20 smallest countries in the world. The main island is 42 kilometers long and 23 kilometers broad, making up a total area of about 683 square kilometers. Singaporeans speak 5 languages: Singlish, a regional dialect, and the 4 official languages of English, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil. It is illegal in Singapore to use a public bathroom without flushing afterward. Offenders must pay a fine of SGD 150. The 35-meter-tall world's highest indoor waterfall is located at Singapore's Gardens by the Bay. Asia's least corrupt city and the 5th least corrupt in the world is Singapore. Thailand is the only country in Southeast Asia that has never experienced European colonization. Actually, the country is called Prathit Thai, which means land of the free in Thai. Thailand is home to both the largest and the tiniest species. The world's smallest animal, the bumblebee bat, is found in Thailand. The biggest fish, the whale shark, is also present in Thai waters. Thailand's national flower is the orchid. Owing to the 1,500 different species of orchids that naturally flourish in Thai woods, Thailand is one of the leading exporters of orchids worldwide. Vietnam is the world's top exporter, bringing in over $2 billion yearly from the sale of over 55% of the world's cashew nuts. Vietnamese people have played sepak takraw, sometimes called kick volleyball, for a very long time. Snake wine is renowned in Vietnam. It's one of the stranger cuisines found in Southeast Asia. All around the nation, there are wine bottles with snakes curled inside that appear ready to bite. Nguyen is the most common surname in Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh and other Nguyen make up 40% of the Vietnamese population, according to reports. The last name is pronounced Nguyen. One of the most common Asian rituals is taking off shoes before entering houses and temples. In Asia, sharing meals is another common practice. Most Asian houses take pleasure in preparing a wide range of foods that are shared at a big table by everybody. In many Asian cultures, the head is considered the most holy part of the body. It is improper to touch the heads of anybody, not even infants or Buddha statues. In practically every Asian culture, it is considered rude for persons of the opposing sex to kiss, embrace, or hold hands in public. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more fun educational videos and other fascinating topics.